Baby, do you want to do some yoga? We are in it for 45 minutes today, and excuse me, Rapture, I just need this space, my little furry love. You can join us, feel free. All right, let's come into a comfortable seat at the top of our mats. Grounding down through your sit bones. Take a big, deep breath in. I don't have my microphone today because it is just causing me problems and heartache. So I ordered a new one, but it's not here yet, so I don't have a microphone today. But that's okay. We're just going to go with the flow, and I'm sure it'll be fine. Okay, grounding down. Shoulders back and down. Big, deep breath in. Let it out. On the inhales and exhales, using your whole entire lung space, really waking up the lungs. Recycling all of that old, stale air that's stored right in the bottom of your core. Breathe it out. Maybe engaging that ujjayi breath, a little constriction in the back of your throat, a little elongation on the exhale, a little Darth Vader breath, almost like you're pushing the air out of your lungs. A little audibility. Are you doing your ujjayi breath, Rapture? Let's inhale, both arms up into the air, palms facing each other. Exhale, bring it down through center. Shoulders drop away from your ears. Inhale, both arms up. Exhale, bring it on through. This one's different. Inhale, both arms up. Exhale, bringing your right hand to your left knee and your left arm behind you like a strong second spine. Twisting open, looking over that left shoulder. Twisting from the core, twisting from the shoulders. Big, full breath. It's all about the breath, my friends. Inhale, both arms up into the air. Other side, bringing your left hand to your right knee, right arm behind you. Twisting open, looking over that right shoulder. Long, tall spine. Maybe giving that right knee a little pull with your left hand, just allowing for a little bit more of a twist. Almost a suggestion to your spine. Inhale, both arms up into the air. Big full breath. Exhale, bring it on through. With your hands on your knees, making big circles with your spine. Grounding down through the sit bones. Stirring your cauldron, churning the butter, switching directions. And coming back up into a tall seat. Let's come onto our hands and our knees. Into a tabletop position. Palms flat, fingers spread out wide, shoulders over the wrists, hips over the knees, elbow creases facing out. Inhale, looking up at the sky, up at the ceiling. Big breath in. Exhale, tucking the chin, arching the spine, pressing down through your shoulders and the palms of your hands. How does this feel in your upper back? Inhale, looking up at the sky, up at the ceiling, lifting from the chest. Big full breath on the exhale, tucking the chin, arching the spine, pressing down through your shoulders and the palms of your hands. Coming back into neutral, tabletop position. Looking over your right shoulder like you had a tail back there. Let your hips fall down to the left. Side bend. Take a deep breath. Seal it with a breath. Bring it back around into center. Other side, looking over your left shoulder. Let your hips fall down to the right. Take a deep breath. Seal it in. Coming back up into center. And just take a moment. How do your lungs feel now compared to when we just started? 3 minutes ago. You're opening up, right? It's already working. Tucking your toes, lifting your hips, pressing them back into that first downward dog of the day. Big full breaths using your whole entire lung space. Let your head hang loosey-goosey. Give it a little shake. Yes, 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 and no, no, no. On the exhale, pressing your chest towards your thighs. Pulling your belly button into the back of your spine. Sending your hips up to the sky. Looking up at your hands. Step or jump to the front of your mat. Inhale, halfway, long straight spine. Exhale all the way down to the floor. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, bring it down through center. All right, let's do one sun salutation and we'll do it slowly with great intention. We're still warming up, right? Inhale, arms up. Exhale all the way down to the floor. Inhale, halfway, long straight spine. Exhale, hands flat, step or jump back into plank. Hold that plank just for one breath. Elbows tucked in close to your body, lowering all the way down to the mat. Inhale, upward facing dog or cobra. Big full breath. Tucking your toes, lifting your hips, sending them up and back, downward facing dog. We're here for about 2 breaths, maybe bending your knees, waking up your hamstrings, sending your chest towards your thighs. Looking up at your hands, step or jump to the front of your mat. Inhale, halfway, long straight spine. Exhale, all the way down to the floor. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, bring it down through center. Inhale, rise. Exhale all the way down to the floor. Now, sending your awareness into your right foot. We're just going to pop that right heel up off the floor. Right arm comes down alongside the inside of that right leg. Twist it open with your left. Shoulders stacked on top of each other. Left palm facing away from your body. Right palm facing your left side. Twist it out. Big full breaths. On the exhale, bring it back down to the earth. Reset. Take a breath. Sending your awareness down into your left foot. Just pop that left heel up off the floor, grounding down through the ball of your left foot. Left arm comes alongside the inside of the left foot. Twist it open with the right. Shoulders stacked on top of each other. Right leg straight and strong, twisting your chest open towards the ceiling. Big full breath. On the exhale, bring it back down to the earth. Take a moment, find your balance. Inhale halfway, long straight spine. Exhale, down to the floor. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, bring it down through center. All right. Inhale, rise. Let those shoulders drop away from your ears. Let's grab onto the left wrist with your right thumb and forefinger. Pulling that left wrist towards the right. Side bend. Twisting your chest open towards the ceiling. Option to stay here. Maybe picking up that left foot and just touching your toe a foot or two away from your body. So you're just lengthening down through the left side. Big, full breath. Send that oxygen in your nose all the way down your side body, all the way down your leg to your toe. Bringing everything back into center. Exhale all the way through. Shoulders drop away from the ears. Take a breath, reset. Inhale, arms up. Other side grabbing onto the right wrist with your left thumb and forefinger. Gently pulling that wrist, that arm, that side body to the left. Twisting your chest open, looking out underneath your right armpit. Big, full breaths. Breathing in deep. Option to hang out here, it's all good. Maybe extending that right toe, that right foot, just a foot or two beyond your stationary position, just extending and lengthening the right side of your body. Breathe. Big full breaths. Inhale, back up to center. Bring it all back in. Exhale, all the way through. Give your shoulders a little roll. Beautiful. All right, from the top of your mat, take a big step back with that right foot, turning it out at a 45-degree angle behind you. Kicking that right hip out behind you, just kick it right out. Left arm in front, right arm behind, reaching forward, reach. Dropping the back of your hands to the inside of your ankle. Right arm goes up into the air, palm facing away from your body. Shoulders stacked on top of each other. Now, your left hand should be hovering here. You're not touching the earth. And actually, if you're looking for a little bit more of a challenge here, you can even bring it up just a little bit more, stretching your side body this way. Trikonasana, triangle. Big, full breaths. How does that feel in your body when you take a deep breath in this posture? Can you feel it in your hips? Can you feel it in your side body? If not, where do you feel it? What's going on? Looking down at your foot, finding your balance. Inhale to rise, bending deeply into that left knee. And we're just going to rotate that right foot out behind you, finding that heel to arch alignment. Okay, so your front heel is lined up with that back arch. And feel that weight distribution in your feet. Is it even? We have a tendency to dump everything into the front of our body because that's where our attention is. That's where we're looking. But don't forget your back body, grounding down through the outside edge of that right foot. Yes, absolutely. Bending deeply into this front knee, grounding down through the outside edge of that right foot. Warrior two. On the exhale, let your shoulders drop away from your ears. Straightening out that front leg. Turning towards the open, towards the long edge of your mat. Okay, toes pointing forward, side of your foot parallel with the side of the mat. Inhale, arms up into the air. Exhale, forward fold. Coming into your variation of the pose. Big, full breaths with every inhale rising up a tiny bit. And what's happening is you're creating space in your muscles. And with every exhale, deflating the lungs, folding deeper, finding space, moving with your breath. We're here for 2 more breaths. Inhale to rise, bringing it back up tall and strong, bending your right knee and coming down into a half, into a side squat on your right side. Feel free to use any props. If you want to use a block here to help steady, or just touch your fingertips to the floor to help keep your balance, it's all good. Do it up. Now you might be up on the balls of your feet. You might be down flat-footed. Both sides are kind of different. Now, on your left side, grounding down through the heel, pulling those toes in towards your face. We're here for a couple of breaths. Option to stay here, maybe playing with the balance. Find your drishti, find your stillness. If your hands are up, bringing them back down to the earth. And we're just going to crawl over to the other side. Now you might find a different situation over here. You might be on the balls of your feet. You might be flat-footed. Wherever you end up, it's all good. Grounding down through that right foot, through the right heel, pulling the toes in towards your face. Give yourself whatever support you need, using your block, your prop, or your hands to keep your balance. Breathe. Maybe playing with the balance. Find your drishti. One more breath. Toes find the earth. Coming back up into center. Inhale to rise fully. And turning towards the back of your mat. Rotating those right toes pointing forward. Left foot is out at a 45-degree angle. Kicking that left hip out behind you. Reaching forward, reach, 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 reach. You guys know what's coming. Dropping the back of your right hand to the inside of your ankle. Left arm comes up into the air, palm facing out. Shoulders stacked on top of each other. How does this feel in your body? When you take a deep breath in, where do you feel that sensation? Is it in your hips? Is it in your side body? Is it in your hamstrings? One more breath. Looking down at your foot, finding your balance. Inhale to rise. Bending that right knee over your right ankle. Warrior two. Checking in with your alignment, making any adjustments. Ooh, I feel slippery today. Bending deeply into that front knee. Grounding down through the outside edge of your left foot. Take a little peek down there. You should be able to see your big toe sticking out beyond the left side of your knee here. And this is just reminding us to keep that knee open. We don't want it to fall in. We want to keep it open. Take a peek behind you. Make sure that back arm isn't falling down. Big breath. Shoulders drop away from your ears. Warrior two, straightening out that front leg, coming back into center, facing the long edge of your mat, toes pointed out towards the corners. Inhale, arms up into the air. Exhale, squat it down. Making any adjustments in your feet, the width, the angles. Big, full breaths. Yes. Can you bring it down a little tiny bit more? Dropping that right shoulder down, left shoulder goes up into the air. Twist it out. Big breaths into your shoulders. Bring it back up into center. Take a breath, reset. Other side, dropping the left shoulder down, right shoulder up. Breathe into it. Big breaths, big muscles. Big energy, bring it back up into center. Take a breath. Inhale to rise. Tall and strong, beautiful. Turning towards the front of your mat one more time. Big step forward. Oh, big leg stuff. Shake it out. Give your hips a little wiggle, wiggle. Inhale, arms up. Exhale all the way down to the earth. Stepping back into downward facing dog. All right, let's hang out here for a breath or two. Let your heart rate slow down. With every exhale, sending your chest closer to your thighs. All right, we're gonna start slowing it down. Right leg comes up into the air, swinging it through, replacing the right hand with your right foot. Dropping that left knee down to the earth. Inhale, rise. Little tiny back bend. Shoulders drop away from your ears. Hips are coming forward and down. cactus arms come out to the side, lifting from the chest. Big full breath. Inhale, arms up, moving with your breath. Exhale, open up to the right. Twisting open, right arm to the back, left arm to the front. One full breath here. On your next inhale, bring it back up to center. You guys know what's coming. Exhale, open up to the left. Left arm to the back, right arm to the front. Take a full breath here. Inhale, back up to center. Exhale, down to the floor, down to the earth. Both hands on the inside of this right foot. Palms flat, fingers spread out wide. We're gonna keep the left hand flat, twist it open with the right. Hips are still coming forward and down. Shoulders stacked on top of each other. Big, full breaths. On the exhale, bring it back down to the earth. Sending your awareness down into this right foot. Rotating the foot, turning the toes away from your body. Let that knee fall open. Let the arch of your foot come up off the mat. Now, you might stay here. We're going to hang out for a couple of breaths. So with every exhale, you might let that knee open up a little bit more. Now, if this feels really good, if this feels really juicy for your body, you might twist it open, looking behind you, looking over your right knee, or you might come down onto your forearms, which is a little bit more intense. Now, wherever you choose to stay, we're here for 3 breaths. There should not be any pain in your knee. If this hurts your knee or causes you any pain, just bring it back a notch. Maybe come back up onto your tall arms. Listen to your body. This is a big hip opener. You might even hear a little pop, pop, a little crack, crack in your hips. One more breath. Bring it back around into center. Pulling that knee back up, rotating the foot, toes facing forward. Tucking your toes behind you, lifting your hips. And you know what? Let's drop this right shin in front of us into a pigeon. Beautiful. Just using your left toes behind you. Keep that leg long and straight. Inhale, lengthening through the spine. Proud pigeon. Your shin can be parallel to the front of your mat if that's where you're comfortable, but most of us are more comfortable with our heel closer to the groin, closer to our hips, and that's totally fine. On the exhale, we're going to start to lower, start to bring it down. And we're here for 3 deep breaths. With every exhale, let your hips sink down deeper into the mat, into your heel. Big full breaths. Inhale to rise, bringing it back up tall into proud pigeon. Tucking your toes behind you, lifting your hips, stepping back into downward facing dog. Woo, that was intense, right? Take a moment And just pedal it out. Give yourself a little movement, whatever your hips are craving here. And let's pick up our left leg, lift it, lift it, lift it, swinging it through, replacing the left hand with the left foot. Drop that right knee down to the earth. Inhale to rise, little tiny back bend. Lifting from the chest. Remember, back bends don't have to be these crazy Instagram epic back bends. For most of us, a little tiny back bend is just lifting from the chest, really. Cactus arms out to the side, shoulder blades together behind you. Keep lifting from the chest. Inhale, arms up into the air. You know what's coming. Exhale, open up to the right. Hips are going forward and down. Right arm to the back, left arm to the front. Inhale, back up to center. Exhale, open up to the left. Left arm to the back, right arm to the front. Full breath. Inhale, back up to center. Exhale, both hands down on the inside of this left foot here. This time we're going to keep the right hand flat, twist it open with the left. Shoulders stacked on top of each other. On the exhale, bring it back down to the earth, sending your awareness into this left foot. Rotate those toes away from your body. Let your knee fall open. Let your arch rise up off the floor. Option to twist it out, looking over that left shoulder behind you. Maybe coming down onto your forearms. We're here for 3 deep breaths. With every exhale, let those hips sink down deep. One more breath. On the inhale, bring it back up tall and strong, tucking those toes behind you, lifting the hips up into the air, and bringing that left foot in front of you, dropping the shin in the front of your mat. Yogi's choice, you can have your shin parallel to the front of the mat or bring that heel closer to your hip, closer to your groin. It's totally up to you. Go where you're comfortable. Listen to your body. Use your right toes behind you to straighten out that leg. Inhale, lengthening through the spine. Let's take a couple of really deep breaths here. It feels so nice, the length, right? And on the exhale, starting to lower down, coming onto your block or your blanket or your mat, wherever you're comfortable. And we're going to hang out here for 3 full breaths. With every exhale, let your hips sink a little bit lower. Still breathing that great Ujjayi breath. Those audible exhales. On the inhale, bring it back up, tall and strong. Take a deep breath. tucking your toes, lifting your hips, stepping back into that downward facing dog. Woo, good job, both sides. Take a full breath. Now, we're gonna hop into the center of our mat, toes pointed out, drop the booty down, coming into your squat. Yes. Long straight spine, shoulders back and down. Use your elbows to push your knees out to the side. I'm just gonna turn around, face you guys. Big full breath. Take a sip of water, coffee, tea, whatever. One more deep breath. Let the booty drop down to the earth. Let's bring our feet together in front of us, soul to soul. Inhale, arms up, lengthening through the spine. Exhale, forward fold. Full breath. Give the toes a little wiggle. Nice. Inhale, bring it back up tall and strong, extending the right leg out, left leg comes in, turning your torso towards that foot like it's a bullseye. Inhale, lengthening through the spine, lengthening through the neck. Exhale, forward fold, chest to toes, reaching for your shin, your ankle, your feet, your toes, whatever you got. It's all good. Big cleansing breaths with every inhale, rising up a tiny bit. With every exhale, folding into your breath. Inhale, rising back up. Left hand comes beside your left hip, pointing those fingertips away from your body. Right arm comes up and over. We're gonna roll over the left knee, grounding down through the right foot. Lift your hips up, 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 up. Lift them up. Breathe into that side body. You're flying. Dropping the booty back down to the earth. Take a breath, switching sides. Left leg comes out, right leg comes in. Turning your torso towards this foot like it's a bullseye. Inhale, arms up, lengthen. Exhale, forward fold. Moving with your breath, deep inhales, rising up a little tiny bit, making space. Folding with the exhales. One more breath. On the inhale, bring it back up, tall and strong. Right hand comes beside the right hip, fingertips pointing away from your body. Left arm comes up and over. And as it comes up and over, we're gonna roll over that right knee, grounding down through your left foot, flat on the floor. Lift those hips. Lift them up as high as they will go. You're flying. Reach, stretch, lift. big breath into that side body. Gently let it come back down to the earth. Big breath, let it go. With your hands behind you, let's bring our feet up, feet flat, knees bent, but far apart, right? Like much more than hip width apart. And we're just gonna windshield wiper those knees to the left, to the right, moving as slowly or as quickly as you like. Bringing it back up into center, crossing your legs in front of you, dropping the right ear to the right shoulder, lengthening through the left side. Let that left shoulder drop away from your ear. Open it up. We all carry our stuff differently. If you find a sore spot, you can experiment a little with the angle here of your chin. Breathe into that side of your neck. And after we take a couple of breaths, after we open it up, we're going to add the weight. We're going to add our hand to the top of our head. Big full breath. Coming back up into center, other side, dropping the left ear to the left shoulder, opening up through the right side. Let that right shoulder drop away from your ear. Big full breath. Let it open up. Give it time to open up. Honor your breath, honor your body, honor your tightness. Honor your tension, your stress. Get to know it. Stuff yoga teachers say, right? But it's so true. Get to know it. Where does it come from? What triggers it? What do you need to let it go? What do you need to heal it? Let's add the weight. Add that left arm. Bring it up. Take your time, find your sweet spot, let it go, give your shoulders a little roll. Let's inhale, both arms up into the air, palms facing each other. Let those shoulders drop away from your ears. Hold it here. Gazing up at the space in between your hands. What is your intention for the day? We started it off good. We opened up all those energy centers. What do you need to help you get through the rest of the day, the rest of the week? Wisdom, courage, strength, tolerance, flexibility, patience. What is that thing that you need? Bring your hands together. Exhale to heart center. Bring it in. Bring it in. Let those shoulders drop away from the ears. Take a full breath. Exhale through the nose. At the end of class, we find ourselves right where we started, back at the beginning. And this is the cycle of our practice, of our day, of our week. Namaste. Thanks for joining.